1999年の7月終わらないんだよ。20日に世界が終わる。いい？今から飛ぶのよ。力を取り戻すために、世界を救うために。20日に世界が終わるのに、突然なんてありません。やっていていいのでしょうか。世界が生まれた時から定められたことなのです。
聞くがよい。世界は20日で動くものどもよ。これは紛れもない真実だ。
全てを知り、そして全てを知らない間宮君が始めるね。皆さん落ち着いて、スタッフの誘導に従ってください。かけるな兄貴、持ってきやしたぜ。ほい、あそこ。やっぱザコじゃん。ザコザコ。おやおや、寂しいのかな？泊まってほしいのかな？まあ、ニーニったらしいっすか？ You are ロリコン。
3月2日月曜日、賑やかな夜、ラジオに紛れそっとビート刻む、誰も気づかない、とてもかすかにそれは始まる。幾億年の時を超え、その続きで光に乗って不思議な出来事に僕らはためらったね。途方もないことが起きている。音波の構図の中に、おや君を見つけたよ。淡い影だけの姿、何かを求め手を伸ばす。新世界のドア開け、真っ白夢に乗っていくつも海越えて強くなれるよ、優しくなれる、誰よりみんな知ってる神話のよう。桜舞う夜にもう一度夢を見よう。現実を見捨て花になろう。遥かな風のささやき、耳を澄ませば。
Hello, and welcome back to Aikome, and let's get started with today's read through. We're going to be starting Shinobu's route, very timely because yesterday was her birthday, and yeah, I really should have read yesterday, and we could have started her route on her birthday itself. But yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So, just like what we did with Kasumi, we're just gonna keep selecting her on every map select. Not much of a select, if you think about it. Alright, Shinobu. I just like the expression changes, but like Kasumi and Shinobu have like the much more notable change. These two are a little bit more anyway, Shinobu. I wandered aimlessly, but ended up returning to the apartment mansion without meeting anyone. Now that I think about it, I haven't eaten anything decent today. Nita-san's shop is closer than the konbini. I ended up stopping by without thinking because it's a hassle to go elsewhere. It's kind of a trap, isn't it? Maybe I'll deliberately fall into that trap. Why not? Anyway.
おはよ
Ohaya, are you still at breakfast? Are you still serving asagohan? It's already past morning, more like early afternoon.
う。まあ。
Or rather, it should have been konnichiwa then. Anyway. The clock was about to strike 11. No, it's still morning, so okay.
遅いんだね。夏休みだからって遅起きはダメだよ。
I woke up on time as usual. I just lazed around after that.
はい、どうぞ。
Itadakimasu, or also known as rubba-dubba-dub-dub.
召し上がれ。
It was still early for lunch, and perhaps because of the awkward time, it seemed like I was the only one in the shop. Well, it's brunch, I guess. Nita-san, who looked bored, was staring at me with an intrigued expression.
ねえねえ、相内くん。
Nani?
寝癖ついてるよ。
Arigato. Wait, what are you doing touching me?
ごめん。つい。
Don't just touch people's head without asking, please.
ごめんね。相内くんは頭がいいから緑に触られたくないんだよね。
Just to think about Shinobu's voice. I've been thinking about this for the longest time about Shinobu. Just to think about her voice. Anyway. Well, it's not really about that. Nita-san, you're not going around touching customers like this, are you?
そんな失礼なことしないよ。
You just did it, though.
いや、でもたまに触ってるかな。うん。
Kana? What do you mean? Kana? Anyway. I sighed. Yeah, I think it's him. Doing things like that will lead to misunderstandings, considering the most earliest misunderstanding he had with her.
誤解って？
Like, maybe you have feelings for them or something.
気がある？
Hinaru. It means you're interested in them as a member of the opposite sex.
ああ、好きとかそういう。
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
考えすぎだよ。相内くんは思春期だから。
That's not it. It's not about me.
そうだ、相内くん。見てもらいたいものがあるんだけど、今いいかな？
Is it about studying?
なんで私、年下の学生に勉強を教わろうとしてるの？
It wouldn't be strange at all if it were you, Nita-san. This guy.
言ったな。
So, what subject is it?
だから勉強じゃないって。これ。
What Nita-san handed me was a poster? Did you make this yourself? The drawing. Pretty good. You were giving me all these high and mighty opinions about the poster I made before. Are you actually experienced in this?
デザインの専門学校にしばらく通ったことがあるから。
Design school. Demo, Nita-san. You're in What's college again? Anyway, never mind. College, right? What's university again? Fuck, I forgot. Though she's on a break from it now.
アフタースクールってやつだね。去年大学に行きながら通ってたんだ。
You hardly ever show up for class. What are you even doing?
去年はそれなりに通ってたよ。ちゃんと単位も取ってたし。それでポスターなんだけど、これ見てお店に来たいと思うかな。
I took another look at the poster. A small hamburger with a sunny side up egg on it. Chicken rice served with what looked like either a dog or a bear, kuma, inu, or kuma. It feels a bit childish, I guess. If it were me, I wouldn't order that. First of all, it's embarrassing.
まあ子供向けのメニューだから。
Wait, did she just did a split second? Yeah, I think I saw that. She did the split second reaction there. I miss when VNs do split second reactions. Ah, soka. Kodomo friendly menu. Wait, hold on. Don't ask me about that.
私よりは子供だからわかるかなって。
That's not how it works, Shinobu. Huh? What's with the younger thing? I don't want to hear that from you. So. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm liking this route way better than Kasumi's route. Well, if you can reel in the kids, their parents will follow automatically. Not a bad success.
そういうわけじゃなくて。
Huh? What do you mean?
子供食堂ってあるでしょ。
Kodomo Shokudo. Shokudo run by Kodomo?
ご両親が働いてたりして、ちゃんとした食事が取れない子に地域のお店が食事を提供するの。
I think I heard about that in the news before.
町内会の会長さんに協力してもらえませんかって言われて、やってみようってことになってね。
Another troublesome thing. Is this really something a clueless college girl should be handling on her own? Think things true, will you? That's the thing, right? The one where there's no profit at all. That kind of thing bored. The kind of thing bored old ladies do to kill time and feel connected to society.
どんなひねくれた目で見てるの。ダメだよ、そんなこと言ったら。確かに利益は出ないね。でも材料は提供してくれるから、こっちは場所と人手を提供するだけで赤字にはならないんだよ。
Well, even the space and manpower cost money, but I guess that's pointing that out is pointless now. And does the shop even have the resources to take on such a charitable project? It's not like they're struggling with customer traffic, but there's no real business sense here. I don't get the impression they're making much profit. Bro, she literally said it's not for profit, you idiot. Though it's not really my place to worry about that. But well, isn't it fine? If I were a kid, Kodomo, I'll be happy about this. After all, it's free food.
子供はただとか関係ないって。よし、じゃあこれで張り出してみようかな。来てくれるかな。
So, Yori, shouldn't they focus on getting proper customers? Shouldn't you focus on getting proper customers? Well, whatever. If she's happy with it, then fine. Ooh, following day. I wonder why they structured route choices like this. I know they were fresh off from summer pockets, but holy shit, that this is the next level. This is next level laziness at this point. Unless this is what exactly this VN is. It's like one of those things they had an idea to make and be like, it'll be a waste if it goes away, so might as well just turn it into a VN and see how much money it can create. Anyway. While I was thinking about what to do and working on my pasacom, it had already begun an evening. And this was the first time I've been outside today. Maybe I'll grab a meal somewhere. The cafeteria? I get pretty tired of the uninspiring menu in the ordinary dining hall. What should I do? Maybe I'll eat at the son's place. It's oddly crowded. The shop was packed with customers more than usual. Their high-pitched voices could even be heard outside. Peeking in, I saw a bunch of kids around elementary school age crammed inside. Wait, aren't they all just kids? What's going on here? Maybe it's because of Natsuyasumi and these bored kids swarming in. That person seems weak to pressure. Ah, so, this is that kid-friendly dining hall Shokudoshi mentioned. From what I could see, Nita-san was alone, serving food and cleaning up, running around like crazy. Man, I feel... man, well, you know. Little stuff for her. There's no way she can handle this many kids, especially these noisy ones all by herself. She's really something, isn't she? Our eyes met through the glass. I had a bad feeling about this. Nita-san came rushing out at full speed. Oh, she really needed help. Why should I? Well, I get that it's tough. But why are you doing this alone? Serving food to this many kids, Kodomo. There's no way one person can handle it.
子供食堂を企画してるグループの人がお手伝いに来てくれるはずだったんだけど、風邪をひいたとかで。
Ain't that convenient? Ah? Then send someone else in their place.
まあしょうがないか。ごめんね。そんなわけで今日は手一杯で。
My bad. It's fine. I didn't say I wouldn't help, did I?
手伝ってくれるの？
That's nice. It's pretty obvious you're in over your head, isn't it? I'm not cold-hearted enough to just leave this.
ありがとうね。
Yeah. Hi. Into the shop. The kids turned curious eyes towards me as it suddenly appeared. I really don't like this OST track. It feels like so uninspired. It's like I don't know what to feel about it. It feels like I don't like it.
あれ、大きいお兄ちゃんが来た。
大きいお兄ちゃん。
あんなに大きいのにお子様ランチ食べるんだぜ。
Was I like this when I was a kodomo? I remember being smarter and better behaved.
私調理したり配膳してるから、あゆちくんは運んだり、困ってる子がいたら助けてあげてね。落ちた。もう
Pick it Pick it up yourself. This bro, what the hell? Pick it up yourself. They say you can't reason with a crying child. I reluctantly picked it up for her. これ. This almost feels like I'm listening to Shiki. Jesus Christ. I already picked it up, didn't I?
ごちそうさまでした。遊ぼっと。
You still got some left there, don't you?
私、ピーマンアレルギーなの。
Oh. Is that so?
無理やり食べさせて私に何かあったらどうなるか分かってるわよね。
This kid. This kid. I've been informed about your allergies, right?
うん、一覧はもらってるよ。
Oh, you've been informed. Okay. Wait, that kid has allergies?
オーバーケミちゃん、アレルギー特に何もないね。
Allergy. Oh, he's faking it. He's faking it. Hey, kid, what's going on? Your parents didn't report anything like this to us.
大人が私の何もかもを把握してると思わないでほしいわ。女なら子供だって秘密の一つや二つ持っているものよ。
I think she's faking it. うるさい. If you keep being picky eating this, your chest won't grow big in the future.
はい出た、セクハラです、セクハラです。教育委員会に訴えます。
Do whatever you want.
ねえねえお父さん、これ取って。
何?
あ、間違えた。恥ずかしいんだ。
Seriously, are you idiots or what?
なんであゆちくんが照れてるの？
I just remembered a mistake I made before, and it's making me feel embarrassed too.
ねえねえ、お兄ちゃんはお姉ちゃんの彼氏さんなの？
Haha, here we go. The classic misunderstanding.
違うと思いますよ。全然釣り合いませんから。
A boy with glasses chimed in, with a knowing look on his face. I know, right? After all, I'm...
忍さんにはこんな子供じゃもったいないです。
What?
おっぱいの大きな女性にはゴージャスな男が似合う。こらこら。やだ、たけるくんエッチ。
Hey, is your reaction different from before? We were all about sexual sekuhara in educational committee earlier, but now you're blushing. Bro, this is just the classic age of selective HR, you know? If it's a handsome man doing it, they're totally fine. But if it's an ugly guy... You probably don't know this, but I got first place in the second year exams at Hokumakidai Gakuensai. What a fucking nerd. That's the only thing going on with his line.
こらこら、子供に何言い出してるの？そもそも2位だったよね。試験ですか。やれやれ、そんなものが何になりますか。男に必要なのはゴージャスさですよ。
And what's luxurious about you?
親の資産。
ああ、そっか。
ということで、忍さん、今度僕とゴージャスなデートに行きましょう。うんうん。ゴージャスなデートってどんなの？そうですね。駅前の伊東華堂のフードコートでケンタのゴージャスパックを食べましょう。
They literally said the word Kenta. But my LLM just translated that to KSC for some reason. I don't know why my LLM is just like, no, you're not gonna use fake names. You're gonna use the real name. Huh. That's all a kid like you can think of as gorgeous.
なにこらこら、そういうことを言わないの。じゃあ、相内くんの言うゴージャスなデートってどんなのなの？
I'm not really interested in something like that. But I'll teach this brat the real meaning of gorgeous.
言いましたね。なら、披露してみてください。
Even though I said that, I didn't have any idea what a gorgeous date even looked like. Well, you know, like cruising or something.
クルージングって何ですか？
That's when you go on a date by boat.
船ならパパが一隻持ってますよ。
I get it, you're rich, kid. Huh? Is this guy seriously that gorgeous?
たけるくんすごい。今度クルージングしよう。いいですよ。しのぶさんもぜひ。よかったらお邪魔するね。そこのお前もゴージャスさを目にしたいなら来るといい。
At least he got invited. I'm not interested in something like that.
お前がクルージングがゴージャスと言ったんじゃないか。
I did say that, but I don't really care about stuff like that. Dates or look gorgeous or whatever.
なに
Gokuro-san.
今日は面目ないです。
Oh wait, otsukare. It's otsukare. I don't know why I said Gokuro. Anyway. Yeah. You know, Kodomo are always sprouting random things. Sometimes insightful, sometimes completely irrelevant. Being around them helps me not overthink unnecessary stuff. Maybe I'm suited for that kind of interaction Romy talks about.
変なことに感心してた。子供相手じゃないと余計なことを考えてるの？目の前の人のことじゃなくて。
I do think about things. After all, they're just boring people most of the time.
あらら。
Arara. What is it with my LLM? But I can't just ignore it, so I'm trying to focus on the person in front of me. It's hard to get interested in them though.
こじらせちゃってまあ。もっといろいろ興味持ってみたら？
Even if you say curious.
例えば手始めに私とか。
What did she mean by this? This is why you get a lot of misunderstandings, Shinobu. You say a lot of things that easily misunderstand a lonely guy like our dude.
いやほら、私の生い立ちとかそういうの。
Nita-san's background. I can kind of vaguely imagine it, so I'm not interested.
うすらぼんやり想像できるって何？どうかな？そんなに簡単じゃないかもしれないよ。私の人生。
Yeah, you know what? There really is something about Shinobu. I just really like how she speaks. Maybe. Tabun. You probably have a big white dog. Its name is Beethoven.
飼ってないよ。でも犬は昔飼ってたな。ゴールデンレトリバー。
Golden Retriever. It's good to know it's a borrowed English name. So, you had a big dog, just not Shiro.
名前はバッハ。
Close enough. Okay, close enough. That's almost exactly what I imagined.
私は相内くんに興味あるよ。
Things that make Guys, I misunderstand you and just randomly like, oh, when she's like this in the room, it means she's good for sex. No, the fuck. This is why you gotta be careful about your words, Shinobu. A lot of dudes misunderstand. Is that so? Well, I live alone in a decent room. I'm unusually smart, and I'm a weird neighbor, so of course you'd be curious.
すごい手前味噌を挟まなかった今。
It's the truth. So it's fine. Are you just curious? Or are you going to ask me about it?
しないよ。そういうのはみだりに聞かないのが大人なんだよ。
Maybe so. But you're not an adult, are you?
大人だよ。
You're not. しないよ。しない。All right. Next day. I like how that automatically makes Kasumi disappear. Like whatever important with Kasumi, there's no more chance. I actually don't know what happens if you choose to like fuck around, you know? Normally in the VN, if you fuck around, you get the worst ending. Yeah, I don't know.
おかえり。
As I was walking past the shop and heading back to the mansion, Nita-san suddenly burst out of the store. Matan, I used to give food to a stray cat in the neighborhood sometimes. After a while, when I walked that way, the stray cat would come flying out of the bushes.
何の話だろう。
I was just remembering that.
あゆちくん、猫に餌やったりしてたんだ。
That's not really the point. You got something to ask me, don't you?
なぜわかる？
It's so obvious, man. And the only reason someone would burst out like that is as if they were waiting for something.
まあまあ、入ってください。晩ご飯ごちそうするから。
I already bought from the konbini, though. Well, maybe I'll eat it tomorrow morning. Inside the shop, there weren't any other customers around. And it didn't seem like they were short on hands or anything. What do you need me to help with?
それがちょっと言いにくいんだけど。
Then don't say it. It's fine. What is it?
何から説明しようかな。
Skip the roundabout stuff and just get to the point.
結論か。あゆちくん、その私の彼氏。
Your kareshi? What do you mean? What do you mean? Kareshi? You want me to do something about your kareshi?
そうじゃなくて、その私の彼氏のふりを頼みたいなって。
Alright, we're one step in. Pretend? What does that mean?
いや、それが話せば長くなるのですが。
Oh yeah, I remember in the other route, she mentioned her family was visiting? No, that was a common route thing. Never mind. Either way, I don't like it. I don't know what the situation is, but the idea of making someone act as a decoy to get through something doesn't sit well with me. Before hearing all the details, I turn her down.
まあ、そうだよね。そうだよね。
Fine, guess I'll hear you out then. Why do you want me to pretend to be your kareshi?
なんていうかね。
Is this about some persistent guy bothering you?
近い。
You probably got yourself into this without understanding men's feelings, and then ended up getting roped in, didn't you?
しないよ、そんなこと。
I'm saying you're probably doing it without realizing it.
でもね、男心って言うけど、相手は男の人じゃないよ。
Oh, so it's another woman.
まあ。
That's interesting. What kind of woman is it?
どういう、おばあちゃんかな。
Oba-chan? That's a bit complicated.
いや、おばあちゃんご本人がどうって話じゃなくて、
Huh?
よくお店に来てくれる感じのいいおばあちゃんがいてね、おしゃべりしててすっごく仲良くなって、それでおばあちゃんがいきなり私のことを気に入ったから、ぜひお孫さんと付き合ってくれないかって。
Oh, it's one of those. Oh, I see. Ah. Should have just turned it down or accepted the introduction as a test. Why go through all this roundabout nonsense?
それがね、私そういう暇はないし、お気持ちはありがたいんだけどごめんなさいってちゃんと言ったんだよ。だけどおばあちゃんはなんていうかマイペースで全然聞いてくれなくて、孫も楽しみにしてるので今度紹介しますねって。
That kind of thing happens a lot with older folks.
それで私困ったなと思って、つい私付き合ってる人がいるのですいませんって。
Ah. You lied. The sweet Oba-chan, who's just thinking about her mago.
そう言われると心が痛む。それでおばあちゃんはそれでも諦められないらしくて、その相手に合わせてほしいって。
Eh?
そうなの。私が忍さんにふさわしいか見てあげましょうって。
That Oba-chan's pretty nosy. Well, I think I get the gist of it now. But me? That's a bit unrealistic, isn't it? Isn't there anyone else at the Daigakko you could introduce her to? Daigakko. I already forgot.
大学の知り合いか。
Okay, Daigakko. Oh, wait. You don't know anyone there.
そんなこといつ言ったっけ？いないことはないんだけど、休学してお店やってることってすごく親しい女の子にしか話してないんだ。だから今は連絡取りづらいというか。
Why is that?
なんでかな。いろいろ詮索されるのが嫌なのかな。家族のこととかいろんな事情が絡んでるから、半端に親しい人からあれこれ聞かれるのを避けてるというか。
So, you're distrustful of people, huh?
違うよ、そんなんじゃないよ。でもそういうところってあるのかな。大学って行くといろんな人に知り合うんだけど、なんていうか距離感が苦手な人が結構いて、特に男の子なんだけど、こうグイグイ来るというか。
That's probably because they were deliberately closing the distance to get closer to Nita-san.
狙っていた？ お金？
Yeah, never mind that. Yeah, you know what? Considering how Nita-san, how she acts, I can see why guys are easily drawn to her. But considering how she's like, she didn't even get that. Oh, what he just said just now is just like, yeah, I can see why. Anyway.
その点、なんか相内くんは距離感がいいよね。
A good sense of distance. Ah.
あまりむやみに立ち入らない感じとか、年齢の割にすごいなって。
It's just that I'm not interested in others.
他人に興味がないのに。
What were you about to say just now?
なんでもないの。
It reminds me of like when Tatsubi visited the restaurant and Shinobu was like, "Oh, it's good to know he has some friends." in her mind.
そうなんだ。じゃあ何に興味があるの？
まあ、宇宙。例えば宇宙。
宇宙。はあ。
Together we somehow looked at the Sora beyond the Madoka. I like how that prompted them to look at the same time. Clouds were drifting peacefully. Yeah, I got it now. So you're saying I should be the one to take advantage of the old lady's kindness.
そうです。そういうことになります。いい
Fine, I'll do it.
の？本当？
And that's the situation. Then lying can be considered a means to an end, right? Asino Obasan wouldn't need such acting skills to brush me off. Wait, what? Am I using it wrong? Maybe it's correct. Sina old man. Anyway, I feel indebted to Nita-san. Okay, I feel indebted to Nita-san, so maybe I should create a big debt here and sell it later. Let me know when you decide on the time.
ありがとう。
Take care. Wait, what? What was that? I returned to my room and lay down. No matter how I think about it, this is just a hassle. Why did I even agree to such a troublesome and ridiculous request? Distance. Huh. I'm confident in my sense of balance when it comes to that kind of thing. What am I even getting excited about? It's just a silly person, silly thoughts. Evening arrived. At the time when the Obasan was supposed to come, I visited the shop.
相内くん、今日はごめんね。
Yeah, I said it before, but all I can do is play along. I'm not an actor in the drama club.
大丈夫。お願いするよ。
Just then the door was knocked from outside.
ちょうど来たみたいだね。
お邪魔しますね。
A refined-looking woman, probably in her late 70s or early 80s, entered the shop.
どうも、吉野さん。
新田さん、ごめんなさいね。お休みのところ。
いいえ、それで吉野さん、先日も言った通り紹介したい人がいて、こちらは。
お、紹介？
俺は愛知です。
これは吉野です。それで彼は
ですね、
He's starting to fumble.
その
She's fidgeting nervously.
相内くん、歌ってください。
She's the one who needs help. She couldn't. She couldn't even. She's in a much worse state than him. Hey. Actually, the mere fact that she called him Ayuchi-kun, that should have brought like an obvious flag to the Obacha that these two are not that close. You know, if he was her Karishi or something, they would have dropped the honorifics or something like that, right? Well, yeah. Anyway, I told you I could only play along, didn't I?
そうなんだけど、いざとなるとなんか難しい。
What a hopeless person. I've had a good relationship with Nita-san. Aichi desu. Speaking in a monotone, trying not to let it sound too robotic.
おお、それはすいませんね。新田さんはうちの孫と結婚することになりまして。
This old lady knows. That's why she's going for the offensive here.
本当にお疲れ様です。
Yeah. What the hell is this reply? No, wait. Wait, what do you mean, thank you for everything? This Oba-chan definitely seems like trouble. I can see why Nita-san would go through such a roundabout method to handle this.
おばあちゃん、私結婚することになったんですか？お孫さんと。
ちょっと先を急いでしまいましたかね。
ですね、私はこの人と付き合っていますので、そのお孫さんとの結婚は。
おお、この男の子が何がそんなにいいですかね。
What a rude Oba-san.
相内くんも口調が失礼になってるよ。何がと言われても、何？
There's a lot, isn't there?
何？
It's so obvious that she doesn't know. She couldn't even bring up a single thing to say he's special. Like his intelligence.
私、その年下好きなんです。
What the fuck? Feels like you're digging a bigger hole here, Shinobu. She couldn't really get along with people her own age, so she prefers younger ones. She says it's easier to act confident when they're younger.
そんなこと言ってない。
ほうほう、年下好きと。それなら話が早い。うちの孫も新田さんより年下だからね。お似合いですよ。
Bro, she's so over.
そうなんですか？結婚とか言うからてっきりもっと上かと。彼、相内くんも結構年下ですよ。もっ
と年下ですよ。
もっと？お孫さんっていくつなんですか？
Are you talking about the elementary kid from day 1? July 27th, there's this one kid.
もうすぐ中学生かしら。
今小学生ってことじゃないですか。
Yeah, I think she's the Oba-san of the kid who went there the first day.
ちょっとおばあちゃん、 何してるの？
There you go. Speaking of which. Suddenly the door opened and a small figure burst in. You. It was the precarious kid from the child's Kodomo Shokudo the other day.
おう、たける。いやね、お前が言ってたのこの人だろ。ばあちゃんからもよくお願いしておこうと思ってね。
ちょっとおばあちゃん、恥ずかしいことしないでよ。
それがね、残念ながら新田さんにはすでにお相手さんがいるみたいなんよ。見たところタケルなら勝てそうだけどね。タデ君虫も好き好きと言ってね。今の子は知ってるかな、こんなことわざ。
I know it. I'm the Tachikawa, huh?
相手がいるって。あれ？
Takeda looked back and forth between me and Nita-san.
ああ、そういうことですか。おばあちゃん、これ多分嘘だよ。
嘘なんかい？いや、ばあちゃんもそう思ってたんやけどね。
Is that true?
すいません、失礼しました。分かってます。おばあちゃん人の話聞かないから。ご迷惑をおかけしたみたいで、こちらこそ困らせてしまってすいません。待っててください。今はまだ小学生ですが、ゴージャスな男になってから迎えに来ますので。
Gorgeous.
では。
Jesus. And with that, he left. What a troublesome Obasa and Omago pair. Well, he might turn out to be a good guy after all. He seems like he has money if you think about it. Maybe he's got potential.
年下すぎるけどね。
Actually, Nita-san seems like she likes older guys, doesn't she?
なんで？
Because you're not very mature.
そういう理由。でも私の好きな芸能人って年下だよ。
誰？
福くんとか。
福くん？
知らない？
I do, but it's probably just their maternal instincts being tickled.
そうなのかな。
You should just have a baby suit. Your instincts are calling for it. I don't know why I started laughing there. Anyway.
あのね、相内くん。女性にそういうことを気軽に言うものじゃないからね。立派なセクハラだからね。いろんなセクハラ要素が相乗効果を生んでるネオセクハラだと思うよ。今は。
セクハラ。Well, considering what he did a couple of weeks or days ago, he's already above that level. Neo Sakahara. Neo Sakahara. What a strange sense of language.
ちなみに、相内くんの好きな芸能人とか誰なの？
I don't really have one.
本当？年頃なんだからそういうくんぐらいいるでしょ？アイドルグループの誰々とか。
Huh. Well, I hardly watched Telebi in the first place.
そうなんだ。相内くんとかあれだよね。有村架純ちゃんとか好きそう。
Arimura. Oh, yeah, they did mention there was this Arimura person. Oh, yeah, that was, Katagiri mentioned there was an Arimura person. I like how they reused the name. What's it ended like that? I don't really have a thing for Fox Life faces or anything.
あ、図星だった。
What do you mean where it hurts?
なんてわかりやすい反応。面白いこと聞いちゃった。有村架純ちゃんか。かわいいよね。
All right, this should be the last one, right? July 30th. Oh, wait. Why is she back? I'm a little confused how this works. Why did she disappear? Anyway. Maybe I'll go sleep soon. Soyeba, Nita-san is next door. I heard the sound of her front door opening before midnight last night too. Maybe she's still at the shop late. Or maybe she's out on a date or something. Soyeba, I haven't heard the door open tonight. Could she still be out on a date this late? So it's none of my business anyway. I'm imagining all sorts of things when the sounds are coming from the next door. If this gets out of hand, does it turn into something like stalking? I've heard there are people in the world who get carried away by their obsessions with sex. What a waste of time. Yeah, I'm done. Why is he thinking about those sex? Why was he thinking about sex? Anyway. Asa. It's getting too hot in here. Wait, 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 what? Why is she here? Huh? Why is Nina-san? What the hell is going on here? Wait, did I unconsciously sneak in? No, this is definitely my room. So then, she must have brought herself here. Or maybe this, so then I must have brought her here. What kind of unconsciousness is that? Yeah. What is she doing? I knew you'd be surprised.
ここどこなんで相内くんがいるの
Because it's my apartment. That's why I'm here.
なんで私もいるの
She could have possibly went to the wrong door. But then that means Aichi doesn't close his door, right? That's the only way she could get in, right? I don't know. I'd like to ask that myself.
昨べ私お店で一人でいて常連の人に珍しいお酒をもらったんだった。それで感想とか伝えないと思って頑張って飲んだんだけど、私お酒苦手だからフラフラになりながら部屋に戻って。
So basically, our guy, yeah, the only way Shinobu could get in his apartment is because he never locks his door. Like, bro. Anyway.
部屋に戻って記憶がはっきりしません。でもどう見ても相内くんの部屋だよね。間違えた？
Don't mess with me. I'm glad it's still me. That's enough. Just go back already.
そうだね。本当にごめん。お詫びになんか作っていこうか。
Huh?
ちょっと台所拝見するね。いいかな。残り物が少しあるね。 台所を使っていい？
Sure. Well, sure. She started making something. I just stood there staring in disbelief.
はい、出来上がり。召し上がってください。せめてものお詫びです。
ありがとう。
でもあれだよ、相内くん。部屋に鍵かけないとダメだよ。
Yeah, that's true. Like, how did she get in the first place if you think about it?
私だから良かったもの。泥棒だったらどうするの？無防備だよ。
Yeah. I don't really want to hear that from you, though.
じゃあね。
Munch. Oishii. ごちそうさまでした。What on earth is going on? Good. Maybe I'll go out to clear my head.
さっきはどうも。
まったく。I scratched my head. I got to think that I was right about the whole thing before.
以前の件？
You know, when you didn't understand the subtleties of men and women, it made me look like an idiot for acting properly.
ああ、あれ。あれ、まっとうな対応なの？
As a man, it was the right thing to do. You kind of look down on men or underestimate, don't you? You're way too careless about the nuances and dangers between men and women. Of course, it's not intentional, but that doesn't mean everything's forgiven, right? Think about it a little.
相内くんがなんかすっきりした顔で淡々とお説教みたいなことを始めた。まるで賢者のように。
What's this about wise man mole? How do you even know that? Kenja.
何？賢者モードなんて言ってないよ。賢者みたいにって言っただけだよ。
Sage mode, in case you guys didn't know. Anyway. Oh, is that so?
まあとにかく結論としては隣が相内くんでよかったねってことだよね。
Huh? I let out a deep sigh as I looked at Nita-san's carefree face. Honestly, it doesn't matter anymore. Alright, we should be officially in her route. Or unless there's one more. I think this is the fourth choice, so we should be in her route at this point. Oh no, one more, I guess. Ah. On my way back from buying dinner at the combini. Inside the shop, I saw Nita-san. The closed sign was already hanging on the door. I wonder why the name is Restaurant. You know, it's like a misspelling of restaurant, but it's Restaurant anyway. From 7 to 6. Oh, it really is a cafe. 7 to 6. Yeah. Yeah. She had a rare serious expression, peering into something intently. Studying for Daigaku? She wouldn't be doing that there. Besides, she's supposed to be on the leave of absence. She was probably looking at some kind of ledger or something. She doesn't seem like the type who's good with money calculations after all. This guy. Well, she seems to think I'm pretty useful, so if she were in trouble, she'll probably call out to me. This guy. This guy. I'll wait a bit longer. I started pacing back and forth in front of the shop.
うん
She finally looked up, seeming to notice me. Give me a second. I need to deal with something. Okay, I'm back. I'll probably go 1 more hour. I need to do some chores. Anyway, with a smile, she waved her hand lightly at me. I waved back with my light wave of my own. She turned back to the desk. So, she's not in trouble after all. No, it's obvious. Wait, my mouse got disconnected. God damn it. Well, if she doesn't need my help, I should just leave her be. She's making a sound. She looked like she was in serious trouble now. In the end, I stepped inside the shop. Arigato. Arigato? Why? Maybe there's a mistranslation? Let me actually try and retranslate this. What the hell? Konbanwa?
相内くん、ごめん、お店もう閉まってるんだ。
Is this Shinobu's theme? Wait, do they even have like character themes? Because I don't even remember if Kasumi had one. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's go. I could see that from the sign. Demo, Nita-san, what are you doing?
これなんでもないの。
She smiled awkwardly, trying to brush it off. Is that so? Nothing's wrong. Well then. I was about to leave the shop.
ちょっと待って、相内くん。
What is it?
ちょっと意見聞きたいんだけど、いいかな。
Anna. You should have said so from the start.
これ、うちの収支なんだけど。
Oh no, the financials.
結構まずいような気がして、実際のところどうかなって。
It's not like she needs to ask for my opinion where the numbers speak for themselves. Besides, whether she's an employee or not, the store manager should be giving a clearer picture to a student instead of a vague statement. I feel like it might be a bad state. Well, if that's how she feels, I'll take a look. Setting the details aside, I checked the store's financials. This is... I'm not an expert, but it does seem pretty bad.
そうかな。
Why are the numbers like this for the store? I decided to take a closer look at the ledger. The food's good too. The owner is pretty, and it seems like more meal customers would come if they knew about her. In fact, the old man seems to have quite a few fans. She seems to have a few fans are old men or something. I don't know, man. Yet the financial results are in this mess. Where did it go wrong? The rent seems about average, if not even a bit lower. There's no loan for equipment or anything like that either. Then it must be the cost of materials. It's pretty high, isn't it? what's the actual profit margin in the end? 例えば this hamburger set meal is 700 yen. The cost of ingredients is... Huh? Isn't the cost of ingredients way too high?
おかしいの？
I think it's weird. This is definitely... With a profit margin like this, there's no way to make such much of a profit. Wait, is the store maybe doing it for tax purposes or something?
そういうのじゃないよ。全然。
じゃあ what is this store? And who are you really?
私が一体何かとな？
I've been wondering for a while now. What is this store? Why is someone like Nita-san running it?
ああ、それは失礼な物言いだよ。ああいう。
Rude or not, I don't care. I'm just shocked.
でも、なんで私がこの店をやっているかを話すと、私の身の上話みたいになるからな。
What's that supposed to mean? It doesn't matter. Just tell me.
いいの？そんなに面白くないと思うよ。
It's fine.
ここ、2年前まではうちのお父さんがやってたお店なのよ。
Oh.
私はこの町で生まれ育ってね。本当は近くの家で暮らしてたの。家族4人で。で、私のお父さんとお母さんはこの店をずっとやっていて、そこそこ評判も良かったんだよ。ただ、お父さんのお母さん、私のおばあちゃんが病気になってね。介護とか必要だから田舎に家族で戻ろうかっていう話になって。でも私はもう大学行ってたし、一人暮らしをして残ってもいいんじゃないかって。どっちにしてもお店は閉めようかってことになったの。それで私はお願いしたの。私にお店をやらせてって。
どうして？
それはこのお店が大好きだったから。このお店のことを好きでいてくれる人もいっぱいいるって知ってたから、閉めちゃうのはもったいないなって。お父さんは反対したというか、私には絶対無理だって言って首を縦に振ってくれなかった。そもそも大学はどうするんだって話だしね。でもお母さんがやらせてみたらって口添えしてくれて。
So, and that's how you took over?
1年間大学通いながら勉強したり準備して、今年からもし軌道に乗って他の人のお手伝いも見込めるなら、それから大学はまた再開すればいいやって。
It's that thing where the child solely insists, and the parent lets them fail as part of the process. And judging by how things are going, her Otosan, who technically still owns it, isn't giving much good advice. But I see. So that's the backstory. Or maybe, for her Otosan, that was all part of the keikaku from the start. Keikaku means plan. What's going to happen if things keep going like
お
this?
父さんには毎月収支報告をしてるんだけど、そろそろお店畳んで戻ってこいって言われてる。
Yeah, that might actually be her Otosan's keikaku after all. Well, with things like this, that's only natural. Honestly, I'm surprised she lasted this long. But then again, she is his daughter. What about Daikakse?
お店の方ばかり出てだいぶほったらかしにしてるからね。大学の単位も散々なんだよ。だから相談次第だと思うけど、やめさせられるんじゃないかな。
should lose the store, and Daigaksa too. So there'll be no reason for her to stay in this town. If she hadn't done something so foolish, she could have had a few more years of freedom as a university student. She looked utterly dejected. Daigakko. Okay, that's the university student. Yeah, Daigakko. What are you going to do at the store?
どうするって頑張るよまだ
Well, of course you will, but the end is already in sight.
終わりまで頑張るよ
It's going to end?
終わりたくはないよでも
If you want to keep the store going, I think the answer is pretty clear. You'll have to cut costs or raise prices. It's either one of those.
コストカットっていうのは
Well, you can negotiate with suppliers, or if that doesn't work, change them.
でもねお父さんの時からの取引先ばっかりだしどこも質のしっかりしたところなんだよゼロからまたそれだけの取引先を見つけるのは難しいと思う
Oh, right. Then let's raise the prices on the menu.
それも難しいかな
Then just close it down.
潰れたくない
Stop being selfish. You keep calling others kids, but you're the one acting like a child.
そうは言ってもいろいろとあるんだから
These suppliers, like you said earlier, they've been around since your Tosan's time.
お父さんがやっていた時の取引先をそのまま引き継いでるだけだから
Your Tosan, was he really running this place at these prices? No way. Even if it was barely enough to support the family, it's still something. These prices are ridiculous. Can you check with your Tosan about them?
相談はできないんだお父さんはさっさとやめろって立場だから悔しくて
Let's set that aside for now. Don't you have any old accounting records? If we had those, we could figure it out without asking.
それならあるよちょっと待ってねはいこれ
Arigato. I scanned through the accounting records. It seemed to have been kept with the previous owner, Nita-san's Otosan. And this doesn't look like anyone's going through them before. Did you not read them much?
うんはい
Gone through them before. Oh well. Anyway, open the records. Start checking the items that have been on my mind. What are you looking at me for?
いやー勉強できそうだなってすごいね
Don't get impressed by weird things. Mite, the prices have gone up a lot, haven't they?
どれ
This payment to the contract farmers. Why has it gone up so much compared to when your Tosan was running things?
なんでだろうね
Nande daro ka. Oh well. I think I figured it out. First of all, you're still using the original menu, but you lowered the prices. Why is that?
うん そりゃあお父さんに比べたら私が作ると味は落ちるからね。
It kind of makes sense, but also doesn't. On top of that, the cost of ingredients have gone up a lot. Especially this contract farmer. It almost doubled, hasn't it?
そこはね、うちと同じで代替わりしたらしくて、経営方針も変わったとかで、だいぶ値段も上げたみたいで。
What's that supposed to mean? Are you just accepting their terms without negotiating? Can't you find other suppliers?
お父さんに言われてるの。俺が作った店を引き継ぐというなら、取引先も引き継げって。
So, I get what he's saying, but that only works if you keep the same prices. I don't think Nita-san's Dosan would tell you to keep dealing with it after seeing how much the prices have gone up.
そうかな。
Let's try negotiating. Give me their contact info.
あゆちくんが話すの？私がするよ。
Nita-san wouldn't get anywhere. Leave it to me.
それじゃあこれ番号。
I made the call to T Farm or whatever it was called.
はい、T 農場の山口です。
Thank you for taking the call. This is from Cafe Lycée. I never saw the word Lycée in front of their door, so where is this coming from?
ああ、はいはい、お世話になっています。
Hi. It's true to our previous owner. Yeah, we're the ones who are grateful. So, there's something I'd like to ask about. Hi. Regarding the prices. They're almost double since a year ago, so I wanted to inquire about this situation. It's a bit late for that, though.
ああ、はいはい、そのことですか。お話ししたと思いますけどね。最新の栽培方法に変えましてね。もちろんコストは倍増しているわけです。これでもオタクとは長い付き合いでだいぶサービスさせてもらってるんですよ。他の取引先様にはもっと割高な設定でご納得していただいてましてね。
I don't know about the others, but even so, it's still too sudden and drastic of a price increase. When did you change those cultivation methods?
そうでしたかね。3年ほど前になりますか。
Sunnen? But back then, the prices stayed the same. It doesn't make sense to suddenly raise them after the change in ownership.
いやうちの値段設定が気に入らないなら無理にという話じゃないですから。私もオタクには世話になったからと父に言われてお付き合いを続けてるんであってね。ただね、うちほどのクオリティでこの値段で探そうと思ったらなかなか。
Bro's trying to yeah, he's forcing his hand there. I get what he's trying to do here. Wakatta. So, Mari, the prices can be changed.
そうなりますね。
Ja, I'll have to look elsewhere. Wait, I'll be right back. My audio kind of is going weird. Okay, back. I hate it when my audio suddenly does some weird thing. Anyway. Ja, I'll have to look elsewhere.
ちょっとさっきから強引すぎませんかね。そもそもあんた誰ですか。声を聞いているとだいぶ若い。
I hung up the phone, the denwa. Negotiation had failed.
みたいだね。
Ah, gomen. It just kind of happened. Was that okay?
しょうがないよ。後で私からフォローの連絡は入れておくから。
Do you really need to do that?
大事だよ。今までお世話になったんだから。
Is that so? My apologies. Even though it was just a flow of things, maybe it wasn't a good idea to end things without consulting Nita-san first, which is true. He isn't even actually delegated to do something like that far. Like, I don't know what she even had in mind when he wanted him to talk to T Farm dude. Anyway, but with her attitude, the outcome probably wouldn't have changed anyway. So, what are we going to do now? Should I go through all suppliers inherited from your Tosan and review them one by one like this?
私が決めないとダメ？
You're the owner, aren't you, Nita-san? You'll just back out and say nothing anyway. Should I make the calls instead?
それは私がするよ。皆さんお世話になったところなんだから、私がちゃんと言わないと。頑張る。
I worry for Nita-san, honestly. But at least she's now a little bit more aware that she should be doing something about it.
はい。本当に長くお世話になりました。そういうわけではなくて、質の方は本当に良くて。ただ、私が不甲斐ないばっかりに、お店の方が。はい。本当にすいません。
Starting the next morning, Nita-san began calling each supplier in turn. I silently watched her do it. That kind-hearted Nita-san was bowing to each supplier, trying to comply with what I said. I couldn't help but feel the weight of responsibility. Well, fine. Let's just deliver results. I don't dislike this kind of thing. So, next we'll need to find new suppliers. While Nita-san was talking with the suppliers, I looked into a few things here.
すごい。
These days, you can pretty much get an idea of the market price for supplies online. I'll avoid going too cheap and pick places with a decent price range. That way, the procurement cost will drop to about half of what we're paying now.
半分になるの？すごいね。
But you have to check quality, of course. I mean, this isn't just a price thing. If the quality ingredients is too low, you know, that's a different issue. Also, please revert the menu prices to their original levels.
でも。
You said you felt bad charging the same price as your Tosan's Roi. I can't pronounce cooking. Anyway, even though yours is inferior, but you've been doing it for a year now. Haven't you gotten closer to the original taste? Then let's have confidence and raise the prices. For a split second, I suddenly remembered Shiroha. What if she continued her family's shokudo? Anyway, I don't know why I suddenly thought about. No, she actually does that at the end of Pocket anyway. But like, I suddenly remembered Shiroha for some reason. Anyway.
でも。
Saying we'll lower the prices, so please forgive us if the taste suffers. It's just being too indulgent in the first place.
そんなんじゃ。そうだね。相内くんの言う通りかもしれない。私は自信がないから値段を下げることで逃げ道を作ってたのかも。そんなのかえって悪いのかな。
Anyway, let's bring the prices back.
わかった。
In the end, Nita-san mostly accepted my proposal. The suppliers would be consolidated through a wholesaler. It was sudden, but since the wholesaler also supplied major change, things went smoothly. And so about a week passed. Since I've been the one to say whatever I wanted, I was curious how things were going and kept watching for a while. The new suppliers continue deliveries without delay, and as far as I could tell, the taste hasn't changed much. Ain't that convenient? Anyway, there didn't seem to be much of a change in customer traffic due to the price increase either. Every day, things seem busy. Oh, it literally is a week later. Nice. So we're now at August 14th. Konbanwa.
あゆちくん
What are you doing?
帳簿をまとめててね
How's it going?
これ見て
I quickly skimmed through the profit and loss report. From Nita-san's expression, I already guessed. It looks good.
いいよねいいよね
The impact of the price increase and the customer traffic seemed minimal. I couldn't tell much about the taste though. These things tend to have a gradual impact, so changing the ingredients have made the taste worse. It might come back to haunt us later. But at least for now, there's no sign of any issues. Besides, the main customers here aren't frugal salarymen who care about the 100 yen difference. Yeah, that's so minimal. It's more like the idle elderly people or housewives with times in their hands. Students come too, but since it's just occasional dining out, they don't seem to be penny pinching much either. The price increase shouldn't have a significant impact. And the taste probably hasn't changed much either. In the end, customer traffic remained steady while profits were constantly being made. That's only natural. The taste, price, and atmosphere weren't bad to begin with, and there were already a decent number of customers. By reevaluating suppliers who were previously favored due to connections and finding more affordable ones, the cost of goods dropped dramatically, leaving room for greater profits. The business outlook was improving. It's only natural. Well, doing the natural thing is what makes it hard. Simply identifying problems and solving them simply, that's surprisingly difficult. Only when you can do that can you call yourself a Kenja. Yeah, this isn't a time to be celebrating. This is just the beginning. It's like a warm-up exercise. From here, I'll do even more. The world itself is actually quite simple. It might seem complicated at first glance, but if you analyze it and find a simple solution, you'll realize how straightforward things really are. The people who fail to succeed don't even notice such simple truths. The world is full of fools, after all. This guy. Nita-san is lucky. I was there for her. Even I'd have to admit, it's an unexpected talent of mine. Maybe in the future, instead of just focusing on research, becoming an entrepreneur might be a good idea too. Sure, bro. Could have been a startup pro. You could have been a startup man. A startup founder. It reminded me of that one thing during hentai prison. Jesus Christ. Reducing restaurants or something like that. Why does it have to be restaurants? Well, just one possibility among many. お疲れ。
あゆちくん、
How's it going? Feeling good?
おかげさまで順調だよ。そうだね、これ見て。
What's this? A new menu? Yeah, it's just a classic hamburger set meal.
利益出てるし、少しボリューム増やしてもいいかなって思っててね。
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
一番売れてるハンバーグ定食に一品プラスしたら彩りも栄養も良くなって。
Ugh.
狼？
Things are going well, so why are you trying to do something that'll increase the cost per item?
だって儲けが出ること自体なんか申し訳ない気がしてて。
Don't just outright deny it from the start. The regulars are increasing too. Think about how much more regrettable it would be if you had to close due to financial difficulties.
正論だ。
You shouldn't think making money is bad. Everyone lives under the blessings of society after all. Welcome to society, guys.
立派なことを言い出した。まあそうなんだけどね。
Don't you want to buy something?
買いたいもの？
Like clothes or accessories, right? If you had a goal like, I'll earn this much to buy it, wouldn't that motivate you to work harder?
今のところ間に合ってるからな。破れたりしたらそりゃ新しいものが欲しいけど、アクセサリーもつけていく機会がないからな。そうだ、あゆちくん何か欲しいものない？いろいろ手伝ってもらったし、何か。
This isn't about me. It's about what you want.
欲しいもの、欲しいもの、何かな。あ、一つあったかも。
Oh? And it's something that costs money?
すごくかかる。
Sounds good. What is it?
お家。
A house. Oh. Oh yeah, she mentioned she used to live around the area, right? Huh?
家族で住んでた家って田舎に引っ込む前に他の人に売却しちゃって、でもいい家だったんだよ。だから私いつか自分で働いて自分で住む家を買うんだって思ったんだ。
So that's quite ambitious. Well, I guess that's fine. Keep working hard and saving up for that.
はい、頑張ります。それはそうとして、あゆちくん、次の休日空いてる？
Well, it's Natsuyasumi, so I'm not tied up on the weekends or anything.
一度あゆちくんにはお礼をしないといけないと思っててね。美味しいものごちそうするよ。
You don't have to do that. Just focus on running the shop well.
あゆちくん、なんかマネージャーみたいになってきたね。
Maybe I am.
とにかく何かお礼させて。私の気が済まないから。
Well then.
じゃあお店閉めた後にしようか。
Ah, at night? Dinner or something. Wouldn't that be expensive? Or even a family restaurant would be fine.
いいからいいから、あゆちくんはそんなこと気にしなくていいの。お姉さんに任せておきなさい。
Understand. Wakata. I understand.
お店とか決まったら連絡するね。
Wakateru. Okay. I said this before, but it doesn't have to be somewhere expensive.
だから年下なのに何をそんなに心配してるの。もう。
A meal as thanks. I thought it was just small kindness, but this kind of thing ends up being more trouble than it's worth. It'll be easier if she just sent me a gift card or something instead of taking my valuable time like this. Well, whatever. She probably can't help it. Ohayo.
そうだ、昨日言ってたことなんだけどね。
Did you decide on a place?
ホテル北巻台のスカイレストラン。
Wow, she's really going fancy, huh? Hotel Hakumaidaki.
次の金曜日、お店少し早く閉めて、19時にロビーに集合でいいかな。
わかった。
じゃあね。
Hotel. What a waste of money. Don't overthink it. That's just how she is, so there's nothing I can do about it. She doesn't understand the subtleties between men and women because she's a shoujo. Jesus Christ, man. Even up to now, you're still like this. But still. There was one problem. What on earth should I wear? It's not like I can go in my uniform. I look at the t-shirts and button-down shirts I usually wear, but none of them seem suitable for a hotel dinner. Something like a formal suit. I don't have anything like that. I don't even own a proper suit. I guess I'll just have to buy one. Seriously, even though it's supposed to be thanks, she's making me spend money. So I came to the shop. But I had no idea where and how to start choosing something. Is this suit store too much? On the other hand, I doubt they'll have anything suitable at my usual jeans shop. Huh? I spotted someone rare. What on earth is he doing here? Or she doing here? Romy!
シュータじゃないか。どうしたのこんなところで。
I can't remember days, but remember she's supposed to be overseas during this time of the month. I don't know, man. But remember, she just conveniently shows up. she's the kuro of this VN. That's my line. Why are you in your uniform? You're shopping or whatever.
室に行ってたんだよ。
So you're shopping on your way back. What are you buying?
下着だけど。
Just straight up tells him. Shitagi. Soka.
何いきなりドギマギして。
Yeah, you're the one to talk. Don't just casually say you came here to buy shitagi.
何を恥ずかしがる必要があるの？下着は誰だって買うじゃないか。
Oh my god, Romy's equally as... At least, you know what? Looking back, maybe our guy isn't so bad. Jesus Christ, Romy. Yeah, but still.
君こそ何を買いに来てるの？
Well, それは... ちょっと待って。This girl seems to have quite a bit of experience dealing with adults. Maybe she could give me some advice on how to dress for this kind of situation. Jitsu wa... I got a dinner date with an adult woman at the hotel. At my words, Romy's face lit up.
いいじゃないか。一体どうして大人の女性？あ、新田さんだね。
She's too smart, guys. Just too smart. She seemed to figure it out immediately.
そっか、そんなに親密になっていたんだね。うんうん。それで何？花束でも買いに来たの？
Yeah, I did. So, I'm going to a dinner with Nita-san, but I was wondering what kind of outfit would be best. I think it's a bit formal, you know.
そういうかしこまった場所に出るときにどういう服装をするかだね。
Well, yeah. Have you ever been to something like that
ちょ
before?
くちょく。
Pretty often. Cho. What kind of life is this girl living that I don't know about? So, what do you wear when you go to something like that?
私はこの格好だよ。学生だし制服でいいじゃないか。
Bro, no. No. Mate, are you wearing your lab coat or something?
もちろん。
Bro. I can't imagine how her route's gonna go. Jesus Christ. Mochiron. I guess I picked the wrong person to ask.
とはいえ、君が白衣を着るわけにもいかないしね。
Of course you did.
この辺かな。
Romy quickly headed to the suit shop and started browsing. The pair of a kid in a lab coat and a male student in a t-shirt clearly stood out. And the staff didn't approach them. This is maybe too formal. It's way too fancy.
そうかな。私が参加してたパーティーではみんなこういう格好をしてたけど。
Romy, what the hell? What the hell is Romy? Anyway. What kind of party does she attend in her safety good lab coat?
あとね、シュータ。服装もいいけど髪型もどうかしたら？
My hair? I get it cut regularly though.
別に見苦しいってほどじゃないけど、かといってちゃんと整えてるわけでもないし、整髪料でもつけてそれなりにパリッとしていったら？
At least you gave good advice there. Do you do that too?
もちろん。パーティーの当日はちゃんと美容院でセットしてもらってるよ。
I like how she fixes her hair, but she still wears her safety good and lab coat. That's an interesting thing. Wait, seriously? You go that far but wear your seifuku? I don't get you at all.
私のことなんてどうでもいいんだよ。どういうのがいいかな。
She was seriously trying to coordinate my outfit for me. Anyway, she seemed genuinely happy that I had some kind of social interaction, like a hotel dinner with someone. Was it just her way of feeling responsible as my doctor? Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna keep going until we see our first special CG. I wanna go. I had to do some stuff. Watching her, I couldn't help but suspect that she might be acting like a guardian or something. Well, I guess it's just how little girls get obsessed with playing house. What the hell?
なんだろう。妙に微笑ましそうにシュータが私を見ている。
Unironically, I learned a little bit more how Romy thinks based on that small interaction between them. Anyway, and 2 hours later, I stood in front of the Kagami, completely transformed by Romy's coordination. This is... How does it look? For some reason, I imagine it like a 7-5 tree ceremony or something. Wait, there's a... I forgot the term. It's a 7-5 tree ceremony is like the... No, that's not the real name. There's another name. I forgot the name, but I know what he's referring to. It's isn't that like a rite of passage type of ceremony? Anyway. Well, at this point, whatever happens, happens. Why am I getting so nervous over something like this? It's just going to a dinner with Shinobu-san after all. Let's review the etiquette for dinner. Honestly, it would have been just fine to wear my uniform, like Romy said. I call the taxi. When I arrive at the lobby for a meeting.
こっちこっち
Wow, she's all dolled up. Holy shit. Nita-san was there.
おー、かっこいい
Shinobu-san's eyes widened as she looked at my outfit. Arigato. You look pretty nice too, Shinobu-san.
結構どう
Yeah, I think she looks pretty. I didn't even need to see. Well, I already posted, so I have an idea what she looks like. But like, yeah, you're really putting in the effort.
頑張ったよじゃあ行こうか
Damn.
予約していた新田です
Bro looks handsome. Holy shit, man.
お待ちしておりましたこちらへ
Yo. Yo. Well, I already posted what she looked like, but holy shit. I also like that we look so cool, man. We look so cool.
コースで予約してるんだけど大丈夫食べたいものがあったら単品で注文して
Course meal? Man, they fancy. Ordering else? Can't you just say a la carte or something? That's fine. I'll leave it to you. Shame, he's a kid. He can't appreciate the subtleties of sake right now. Would have been so nice. Anyway. Shinobu-san, have you been in a place like this before?
ないかな
Wow. Bringing the guy who helped your business to somewhere you've never been to before, and like this is like a date if you think about it. They're all dolled up and all. Did you feel a bit out of place? Maybe we're overdressed or something.
そうだねお礼だからすっごくいいところって思って普段来たことないようなところを選んじゃったからでもあゆちくんも同じようにおしゃれして来てくれて助かったよ私だけだったらもっと恥ずかしかったし
I figured you'd go all out and match me anyway.
そうなんだありがとう
You don't seem like the type who's used to places like this, Shinobu-san.
あゆちくんは慣れてるの
Well, I guess I'm not really used to it though.
オーダブルになります
Holdable. The holdable arrived on the large plate, neatly arranged. I wonder what the point of an appetizer is. It's always so fuzzy, isn't it? Just to, get started. You know what I mean? It's an appetizer.
そういうこと言っちゃダメだよおお、おいしいね
It's good, isn't it? Oishii. Nah. How much is this?
いきなりそういうこと聞くの。ダメだよ。
Yeah, you shouldn't ask, man. Bro only learned the table manners. He didn't learn the etiquette about dining with someone else. Isn't it okay? I mean, don't you wonder about these things as someone in the food industry?
そう言われると、全然気にしてなかった。完全にお客さん目線だったよ。
Okay, this is very random, very unrelated. Okay, only because she brought up the topic. Because well, I used to have a different hobby, a normie hobby. Unfortunately, I used to go out and eat really fancy places, and once in a while, I do encounter some of the chefs and servers and food industry people that, for some reason, I go to some of those like special pop-up events, and sometimes the people beside me in the table are usually the same chefs, food and servers from the other restaurants I've been to, or totally also like, you know, just to have like eat for like the hobby and all. So it's good to know that people in the food industry sometimes do that too. Like they go around, they go to those special events just to have a taste of what like this other chef is doing. So yeah, so they actually do that. At least at the kind of level of food dining I used to do, but now I'm kind of do it once in a while, but not. I no longer try to maintain those normie hobbies anymore as much. But I still have a sense of quality when it comes to dining. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Let's continue. Go back to this VN. I'm just an old man randomly rambling. That's bad.
コースで1万円だったかな。
Okay, for my standards, that's kind of cheap for my standards. For my standards. Well then, you really went all out yesterday. You really went all out, huh? Sorry, I said yesterday because I was thinking about. I went out yesterday. This is why I wasn't able to upload yesterday. I also went out, and naturally I ended up spending more than that 10,000 yen, more than twice. Anyway.
大人がお礼をすると言ったら1万円は覚悟したいね。
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to, you know? There's options without going for 10,000 yen at a hotel. But I guess you just really want it to be fancy, you know? But honestly, this really feels like a date. If you ask me, it really does feel like a date. More than like just wanting to thank that kid who helped you out in your business and all that.
でもね、私がやった予約サイトからだと 20% 引きでお得だったんだよ。
Oh, so now it's 80,000 yen. Well then. She happily said something that didn't need to be said. Well, you know, some people are proud about discounts. I mean, I actually enjoy discounts as well. I glanced at my ketai. If you search for adult thanking someone with dinner, you'll find similar praises. It's generally considered the norm for adults to give a dinner as thanks, and 10,000 yen is about the average price. By the way, this is the first time I heard about this. Is this a Japanese thing? I think it is a Japanese thing, because I never heard you just... This is how you give thanks to people. You should spend this much. It's like that thing about wedding rings had to be 3 times your monthly salary or some shit.
おー、何やってるの？スマホ取り出して。
Ooh. Did you look it up online too, Nita-san? The average price?
違うし。
Well, I'd probably do something similar too. It doesn't really bother me.
違うってば。
Yeah, はいはい。
蜂蜜マスタード風味のカルボナーラになります。
Honey mustard flavored carbonara. What is this? What is this? What the hell is this? This feels like not approved. What the hell is this? Honey mustard flavored carbonara. What the fuck? This feels like an insult to carbonara. Anyway, the pasta arrived. Honey mustard flavor. Does that even work with pasta? You know what? I had the same thoughts. You can't just add any flavor to anything and expect it to taste good. Oishi. The spiciness of the mustard, karai, and the sweetness of honey complement each other, perfectly thickly coating the pasta.
美味しいね。
Maybe you should try making something like this.
蜂蜜マスタード？何つけるの？うちパスタはやってないよ。
Just use it as a dip or something. That's fine, isn't it?
適当な。
No. Since you're a burger place, something like honey mustard might actually work. Yeah, that might actually work as a burger place. Burger Kissa, whatever. I don't even understand what her restaurant is.
あのさ、相内くん。
In a slightly more formal tone, Nida-san spoke up. Nani?
ありがとう。
This might be better, actually. The zoom in. Well, it's not really that hard. Just a little.
うん。経営のことだけじゃなくて、なんていうかな。話し相手になってくれてかな。
I like him because he listens to me. Nita-san. Don't you have any friends? I could have suspected it though.
友達はいるよ。何をうす思っていたの？友達はいるんだよ。本当に。でもね、なんていうかな。私の周りの人って、みんな私に同じようなことを言うんだよね。そのままでいいんじゃないって。
Just as you are.
忍は今のままでいいんじゃないって。お父さんに始まって、お母さんも友達も。
I see what she's doing. Okay. Yeah, okay, it kind of makes sense. I can see why she feels appreciated.
お前はそれでいいんじゃないか。忍はそれでいいよって。
Well, I guess it's good to be affirmed like that.
かもしれないね。そうかもしれないけど、それってなんていうか、ちょっとつまらないよ。
つまらない。
だからお店のこと人に相談したこともあったんだけど、よく頑張ったからもういいんじゃないかとか、限界に最初から私には無理だったんだから頑張った方だよみたいに言われるの。だけど相内くんは結構ズケズケ怒ってくれるんだよね。そういうのって真剣に考えてくれてる気がして、ちょっとだからありがとうって。
I'm not really thinking that seriously though.
そうだったの？
I just wanted to call you an idiot when you were being one in front of me, that's all.
でも他の人は言ってくれなかったよ。
Oh man, this sentence made me feel like I'm listening to like, but not even my father slapped me. But you were there to slap me when I needed it. Maybe And they were just too lazy, huh?
めんどくさかった。
Mendoksa. Why is it translated as lazy? Normally when I hear Mendoksa, it's more like it's just a bother or something. Well, I guess laziness does fit it, I guess. Tonikaku. Shinobu-san is a lucky person. Everyone around you accepts you just as you are. It's kind of hazakashi to say this myself, but I've had a pretty harsh upbringing.
どんな風に？
I'm definitely not saying that though. Sometimes I wonder the world is too cold for someone like me. Oji-san takes care of me, but he's always kept a strict distance from me, you know? If I had begged him to help me, maybe he would have been kinder. Considering how it worked out in the previous route, you know, there's something about him and the stuff they do to him. But that's not his personality. I thought about being spoiled a little, like maybe someone would notice and do more for me. But Shinobu-san, even though he's not Kazuku, or she's not Kazuku, even though she's a stranger, she still worries about me every little thing.
迷惑だった？
A little bit.
ちょっとは迷惑だった。なんかお互い結構込み入った話したね。
Maybe I am. I guess I'm a little drunk, but bro doesn't drink.
お酒頼んでないよ。
The atmosphere just felt like it. Like it was making us talk about weird stuff. I never understood the concept of like getting drunk through the atmosphere. Maybe just say it like it just felt like saying it things, you know? Just.
そうだね。
It really did feel like that. The night, the dimly lit shop, and the way we were drifting slightly out of reality. The kind of thing made us act unlike ourselves and talk about things that weren't like us.
私お酒ちょっと飲んじゃおうかな。
What? I could picture the mess from before. And this time, I'll be the one who would end up taking care of her. Still, today was fine. If something happened, I could just throw her into a taxi and take her into my apartment. It's fine if it's just a little.
相内くんはダメだよ。
I wasn't planning to drink anyway.
でも未成年ですかって聞かれたら恥ずかしいね。
They wouldn't ask. They wouldn't even look at me and think I'm underage.
なの？私が老けているというのか。
Yeah, it's just your body looks mature. Your body looks mature.
なんてこと。
Wari.
シャンディガフ一つ。
Shandigaf. Ginger ale, right?
かしこまりました。
What is a Shandigaf?
知らない。なんか美味しそうな名前だから。
That sounds like a lot of problems starting waiting to happen there. How random.
どうぞ。
The Shandigaf arrived. This was the Shandigaf. It looks just like ginger ale, doesn't it?
そうだね。でもジンジャーエールよりはなんか上品な色合いだよ。アルコールだって入ってるし。
Alcohol. Of course there is. I'll look it up real quick. Shandiga and
何でもスマホで調べるんだね。
it's a convenient era. It's a cocktail made from ginger ale and beer. What the fuck? Ginger ale and beer? I mean, so slightly sweetened beer with a ginger taste?
へえ、じゃあ似ているはずだ。よし、飲むぞ。まずい。
まずい。おいおい。
だってアルコールって美味しくない。
Such a childlike statement.
私もジンジャーエールにしておけばよかった。
I knew it would be shit. I knew it would be shit. She should have gotten some sort of like champagne or something. Or sweet wine. You're drinking it while you say that. Already? Just like that, she's already drunk? Her face was a little red. Wait, is that it? You're done already? Your glass hasn't even been half empty. This isn't a Hanya situation. It's not Hanya. Nah, Nita-san. Her complexion looked kind of pale. Wait, are you about to throw up too? Mazui, what are we even doing in such a fancy place? Sumimasen, sumimasen. I led her to the men's restroom. Men's restroom? Bro, she hardly drank anything. Why don't you just let it out?
大丈夫みたい。
At least it's before the main meal, you know? But like... Are you sure about that? But what should we do? Taxi? I could just imagine her throwing up in the car. At this rate, the driver would probably refuse to take us. She looks like she's about to throw up right now. Sumimasen, we're leaving the shop.
大丈夫ですか？
それは...
それですいません。お会計は
I paid for it.
にゃー
I sat Nita down on the lobby sofa and headed to the reception desk. Is there a room available?
はい、ございます。
Ja, 2 rooms, please. And they're gonna say, but we only have 1 room.
ではこちらに記帳くださいませ。
I wrote 20. I could tell she was looking at me suspiciously. But maybe because of my formal attire, she eventually seemed convinced. We got the room, but I had no idea what to do. I had Nita-san down, who looked like she was feeling unwell, and stared blankly at the Madoka. About 30 minutes later, it seemed Nita-san had recovered somewhat. I took another look around the hotel room. Nita-san was lying face down on the bed, asleep. Now that I thought about it, what had I done? Why did Nita-san even come with me? 大丈夫か?
大丈夫よ。ごめんね。お礼をするつもりがこんなみっともないことになって。
What are you talking about? I've already seen plenty of your embarrassing moments.
だから今日はかっこいい大人なとこを見せようと思ってね。
Oh, really? You don't need to act all fancy. From my perspective, you're already mature enough.
ありがとう。
What is this? What should I do? There's nothing to do, really. On a night like this, in a hotel room, Wait, Aichi Shuta. You're about to make the same mistake again. You're about to embarrass yourself. Think logically. Think logically. This person is just a shoujo. A child and completely clueless about the complexities of men and women. Jesus Christ, this again. And now drunk. She's just resting here for some reason. It's you who'll end up misunderstanding, make a careless move, only to regret it later.
どうしたのさっきから。
Yeah. Well, how should I put it? It's okay, Ayuchi Shuta. You're a child who can learn from mistakes. If you don't want to end up a criminal this time, be careful. Don't say anything stupid. Can I touch your oppa? Yes! His intrusive thoughts won. What did I just say? In the midst of my confusion, I felt like I said something far beyond rationality. A fool who can't even control himself. I need to get back on track.
あの
I mean...
触ってみる
We're in. Huh?
別に私酔ってるわけじゃないよ。ちゃんとしてるから。それで夜の食事してこうなるのも大人ならあることなのかなって思って。
Bro, I know you want to show him an adult time, but like, well, okay, whatever, you know what?
何よりなんていうか胸触られても嫌じゃないかなって思って。私相内くんのこと好きなのかな。
Huh? What?
よくわからないけど。
あれ
だからいいよ。
じゃあ、Can I touch your oppai directly?
直接ってでも触るってそういうことかな。触るだけだよ。約束できる？
はい。
じゃあちょっと待ってね。
Hi. Wait, what's happening here? I quietly pulled down my pants.
あまりにびっくりして変な声出ちゃったよ。なんでそんなことになってるの？
どうして? Because I did a lot of things with Nita-san.
いろいろとしたから。
You must be feeling naughty. That's why this happened.
そっか。そういうことだよね。すごいね。
It's still embarrassing to be stared at so intently. Can I look at Nita-san too?
見てるじゃないの。
No, since you've seen mine, I thought I'd look at Nita-san's too.
ここ？
はい。
見るだけならいいよ。 前もって言っておくけど、それ以上はダメだよ。
Shinobu. もちろん。Even I want to go that far.
さすがにね。
After a date that was unfamiliar to both of us, this is how it ended. Before I knew it, my mind and body were enveloped in deep exhaustion. I collapsed onto the bed. I couldn't see Shinobu-san's face beside me. If I looked, it felt like I'd wake up from a dream. That's how it was. It was an event so unreal, almost like a yume. I'm gonna call it in here. I have to edit out some of the A scenes. No, I have to edit out the A scene. Okay. That's it for today, and we're gonna continue reading again tomorrow. Special Marine. Anyway, we're gonna continue again tomorrow to read Aikome. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Ciao.
ささやかだけど愛おしい日々淡く優しい色始まりの日も空を見てた横顔を今も覚えてる懐かしむにはまだ早すぎて胸の奥にしまい込んだ小さな痛み抱きしめては今日の空見てる恋は雨上がりの夜空みたいにそっと滲んで心に溶けてく一番綺麗じゃなくていいから君へ願い星届いて忘れないあの夏の日何も言えずにただ君を見つめていた聞こえるよ呼吸の音響く胸いっぱい描いた隣にいられる世界どうかこのままで金曜日の夜にお一人ですか？まったく情けないですね、兄さん。